Okay, so it's not been the most exciting week, but it is looking like some breakout might happen here. For me, for gold, you got to either close below this one or close above this one. And obviously right now, Thursday morning in Europe, looks like we're going to take out this one. All right, it's not guaranteed yet, but the trend is your friend. I mean, you could have gold go down. I mean, it's really pumped crazy for a while. Just zoom out. But I still think we're going to go higher. I really do. And I think it will be then silver's turn to go and test 40. Yeah, let's do that. Because gold's gone up non-stop. Silver's started to go up. We're going to look at silver in a second. And you know what? There's the dollar breaking down. And there's now all of a sudden talk about Iran. What the hell are we going to do? Iran war. What is this? We don't have the money, down the soldiers. Like everyone's being evacuated. If Israel does it, Israel's just come out of a massively uh, bankrupting war. I don't understand. And anyway, if you attack, you probably lose. It's ridiculous. The whole thing's stupid. If Iran will get a nuke anyway, I mean, everyone's got nukes and no one's used them. So let them have their nuke and then it's done, right? Let's get to peace. But anyway, whatever. Let's see. At least for now, overnight, I saw a couple of, a couple of messages suggesting in a couple of days something will happen. I think the market, there's a bit of war being priced in. I don't like when war is priced in. I prefer it when it's, well, I prefer peace. But I prefer when it's monetary, it's long term, something you can, rely on as a reason for the chart to move up. Because usually when war breaks out, you got this sort of, well, if war breaks out around this will be really all we need. But it's short term. It's like a massive pump, which kind of goes back down again. So, but you know, maybe that's a small catalyst of we're probably going to break out anyway. So that'll just be a catalyst. So yeah, just watch out for that breakout. Now, before I move to silver, the DXY is the other thing. So the war talk, this is really the last 1 or 2 days. And then DXY, look at this, look at yesterday's close. Kind of guaranteed. Because when you have a massive drop all the way down to here, first of all, you lost 100. You come all the way here. Okay, that's your next level, right? For me, the one after is 95-ish, by the way. But you test this, you better pump and then retrace and like hold 100 and then make a higher high. What you don't want is go all the way back down and then linger and not have that sort of double bottom pump again. And because it took a while here, that's weak for me. It should have done it like yesterday, the day before, some macro news, CPI or whatever. I know we got PPI today or something, but it's making less of an impact now on the markets. I feel these inflation numbers. But here, down after the news, after lingering, I think we can count on a close below 98. And that, along with the war, should guarantee you don't need the war, right? Sorry about that. But those two factors are kind of, for me, enough to break us out of here, which will be enough to take us all the way there, 3,500. Now, silver is stronger, all right? Obviously, it's done its massive move, hasn't retraced. Today, up a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything. But yeah, if gold starts to break out and starts to move, to 3,400 close and starts to inch towards 3,500, where's silver? Silver probably doesn't care about my little 37.5 level. I think it is a level right here. I think it's the only level in the sort of in the neighborhood. You take this 37.5 and then you got to start looking at these levels here. Right, let's do it. For me, you take out 37.5, where are you going? You go up. There's nothing here. Okay, you start to hit a little 39.5. I mean, 40 will be like a psychological zone, but there's no daily candle level, not really. There's more like something here at 40.5, but not really. You will get a little, you're not allowed to just go straight through. And then for me, the next level is sort of 42.5, 43, 44. Here, you'll definitely get some stop offs, but that's just such a huge move. It's ridiculous. So you probably will stop off at 39.5, 40, 40.5. You get these little, but they're not really levels. So for me, you take out 37.5, you kind of have a clear move towards the low 40s, which is crazy. And it's beautiful. So watch out. This is, yeah, I think silver could do it. Maybe not this week, but anyway, let's look at the miners real quick. GDXJ looks okay. Kind of looks like silver a little bit. Didn't go into the gaps fill. GDXJ, the juniors have been stronger than the seniors recently. Didn't go to the gap fill. That's nice. That'll just go back up with gold and silver, right? Once we take out 72, it's crazy. You have to zoom out now. I'm not used to that at all. The next level is probably 80. Look at this also. Look at this. One, two, three. By the time we get to 80, which is a big number, right? Psychological level. Then you got this. This will be fourth time long-term chart hit. And you got a horizontal. So absolutely for sure, 80 is a level. Now that's quite a long way away. So probably don't have to worry about that for even 2 weeks. But well, actually, you never know. For me, there's no level until sort of 80. You've probably got here 77 if you really want to like tactically trade it, which I do also, just little nibbles. I mean, if you're up, maybe I'm looking into this too much now. But from there to there is 10%. Yeah, you're not going to get to 80. Yeah, maybe that's a little in between 72, you got 76.5 and then 80, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at, but 80 is a huge one. So it's GDXJ, SILJ. I don't know why I'm looking at this, the juniors first. That one it's interesting. Normally all gaps get filled, but here it's possible this one doesn't get filled. We start to go up today because it's not like a horrible close yesterday. It's a small red, 0.5%, nothing crazy. If we're green today by the open, well, we'll start testing, 15, 20, and who knows, we could get all the way up here if we start to break out. And this could never get filled. Could never get filled, right? I don't believe that all gaps need to get filled. I really don't. Most do, and when something's going down, they're like, why not? And it's like a magnet, but it might not. If we start to move back up and take out 1550, next level is this gap zone actually, pre and post levels, etc., etc. Then you got a really long term resistance at 18. It's okay, we don't need to look into it too much because I don't even think we're going to take out 1550 today, but those are the levels. Point is, even the gaps are not getting filled. It's not that weak on the way down. GDX almost filled its gap. Looks good, closed at high of day. Interesting. So if we have another green day today, let's see. Obviously, next resistance is up here, just before 55, 55-ish. There, I don't know if we'll get up there actually in all of these. How far away is that? Yeah, 4-5%. I don't know if we can do 4-5% today. Who knows? Things could get crazy. SIL, same thing, right? Didn't fill the gap. Pretty good here, actually. Double bottom, sort of higher low. And then that doesn't look too far away. And to be honest, if silver starts to have a crazy day, you could get to test 50 again. That's obviously your resistance, the last high, big number. And after that, yeah, I've already put the resistance levels, boom, 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 you know. So it looks okay. I'm not going to look at the portfolio. I want to keep it short because I spent so long at the beginning on the DXY and gold. They were basically sideways, right? One or two just a bit more special, but especially the seniors, Agnico, and here I am covering it. Look at that. That looks good. Looks like one big candle takes us all the way up there. Newmont looks good. Close at high of day. Look at the ascending. You can imagine if we start to go up, the whole chart will make sense for a lot of them. If I look at Barrick, I think that one looks okay too. Higher low, close at high of day. I got like a little nibble at 20.99. After that, Barrick just starts to run towards these big zones, and it's a long time coming. Jesus, what are we doing down there? I don't care how bad the like finances are. This should just be moving on the general principle of the gold's just gone up non-stop. So it's a bit for sure. This is just going to break out. I mean, long overdue for some of them. Pan American silver looks good too, especially for a silver stock. Well, no, it just looks like it should, to be honest. That's an easy resistance to take out. Even today, you could start doing it. SIL looks probably the best, if I remember that SIL chart, actually. Yeah, it looks very doable, 3% there. So if we have a big move in the metals, then some of them will make new highs. Um, yeah, but some of the silver stocks, though, look at that First Majestic sideways here. That looks like it wants to break out. Didn't even come down with the rest. Forget the gap fill. That was really nice to see because there were one or two candles. I was like, we're gonna go back down, but no way. This is just sideways consolidation at the highs, and then next stop is $9. Haven't seen a nine handle for ages. That's nice. Fortuna, I think that's a bit weaker. That came and closed the gap perfectly, right? I mean, there were a lot of stocks that closed the gaps, unlike the ETFs. the miners ETS, but this one closed the gap. Time to go back up. Perfect, like technical discipline. I should really add that. I didn't add any silver, did I? Jesus, I didn't even add any. I think I added Franco Nevada, but that's not even a silver stock. CDE, that came down, boom, gap filled, next stop all the way up, and that's a low. And that didn't go down that much. Actually, the gap fill was really high up, so that's understandable. A nice move in silver today, and you're probably testing 960 already. So you can see, let's finish off the silver stocks. Heck has come down a lot, more than gap filled. That one's weak. I was thinking about adding to that one yesterday, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about the move of gold, but then overnight it just looks so good now. So if yeah, I don't know, I might add early in the morning just in case. EXK, but like First Majestic, just sideways at the highs. Definitely wants to go higher, just like First Majestic. So this one could make new highs quite quickly. Mag Silver also, actually, that's pretty good. So some of the silver stocks are like Mag, EXK, First Majestic, CD to some extent didn't come down that much. But then you got Heckler and Fortuna that were a bit weaker. So those are the silver stocks. I'm just sporadically covering anything here. Franco Nevada, that one came down the gold stock straight here. This one I did add right off here. It was not worth as much as some of the other seniors and it was hitting this technical support. So I thought, why not? If we go lower, it doesn't matter at all. Wheaton, that one's strong, closed a high of day, came all the way back down, closed the gap. One big move and we're testing the old highs. Metalla, Metalla did actually go up whilst others are consolidating, going sideways. Came back down recently, but it's starting to hold this sort of 360 level. That would be nice to see go back up, maybe test four. What else we got? We've got Aris Mining. That one, bit like some of the other gold stocks, all the way back down to ascending support. Close a high of day. Jesus, this is going to go back up to seven actually. Could even do it today. I am gold. Yeah, also there's probably an ascending line here, but it's a bit steep. That one could go back up. Not the strongest. It's not really been the strongest recently, but it's had a huge move. Like I'm proud of I am gold. I was in around three, so that's pretty good. But I can feel the weakness, and you can see the weakness. Equinox, that's okay. Came back down to its next support. They all kind of did that. Some of them had gap fills, others didn't. This is too much of a drop for a gap fill. I was probably never going to do it now. That's another big move away from its old high. So by the time, when I say big move away from its old high, for all of them, gold at 3,500, they're all above it, I reckon. B2 gold, that's done nicely. Finally took out 350, ran to 380, came back down a bit. It's okay. It's okay. One big move away from its old high. That's fine. And finally, SBSW, which is a bit special. That one's probably the strongest stock out of all of them, but it's not a pure gold silver. It's also the platinum, palladium, rhodium, or whatever. And we know that platinum and palladium, I keep forgetting which one's which. I think platinum's the one that's really, and look at that again today. That's like taken out even this level, which for me is the last level before the ultimate 133, whatever, 1350 level, which is the high post-COVID. You start to take that out. I'm sorry, you kind of need to come back down. You can't just go straight through. So probably touch it, take it out, come back down to a little handle, and then continue. That would be really healthy. I mean, I'd love it to just keep going up, but that explains SBSW. Palladium also not bad, but a long way away. People are starting to talk about that one. Both of them starting to catch up with gold, which makes sense, right? They should all be going up. Copper should be going up a lot more too. But that explains where are you? SBSW's move. And to be honest, this is an absolute beast. This one, we keep going. We're going to go to eight. And I love it. I'm all the way, my average is like below four or something. So that's why I bought SBSW. But I was absolutely shitting myself when it was sort of down here. I thought, no, my God, we're going to go back down to two. And yeah. Anyway, that's a long video in the end. I said I wasn't going to go through everything, but I did. So let's see what happens. I hope this war doesn't happen, but this sort of provides the catalyst for gold to break out, and then the technical damage is done to the shorts. And up we go, and the dollar. Actually, maybe it's just the dollar going down. Yeah, hopefully there's no war. There better not be another goddamn war. I'm really pissed off with all these wars. It's fucking annoying me. Let's see. Good luck.